Well, it's official. It's official. And I think we could have all guessed this with Robert Downey Jr. returning to the MCU fold. Chris Evans is returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Avengers Doomsday. But as who? Hello and welcome to another That's Just Joe video. My name's Joe and that's about it. But that's not about it because Chris Evans is coming back to the MCU as Captain America, as the Human Torch, as another variant of another character. Well, we'll just have to wait and see really. But this news has just broke. It's quite big news. Now, personally, I like Chris Evans. I like Captain America. I loved his appearance in Deadpool Wolverine. If that's a spoiler, sorry, but you've had time to watch it, I'm not gonna lie. But this is huge. This is huge. This is getting the original people back. I think Scarlett Johansson is going to be announced next. I think what they want to do is get the original trio back for the huge Avengers films coming out. And what's really interesting is that it only mentions Avengers Doomsday. Now, to be honest, if Chris Evans is playing a variant of another character or a different Captain America, I was thinking it would be for Secret Wars because that's when all the multiverses clash on Battleworld and everything. But this article from The Wrap, which the news broke on, specifically says Avengers Doomsday. It could be both movies because they're actually being filmed together by the sounds of it. I think they're doing a back-to-back filming. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, not much really to go on. It's just been confirmed that's going to happen. Russo brothers are obviously returning to direct, and Avengers Doomsday is currently slated for May 1st, 2026. They are, and when I say they, I mean Kevin Feige and Marvel are really, really, really wanting to get this Avengers film out of the door as soon as possible. What's crazy for me, obviously being a DC fan and everything, is that this film is going to come out before the Batman Part 2, which is one of my most anticipated DC projects, obviously. So it's crazy. They haven't even started filming yet, and this is going to come out before that. And that's a film, you know, we're desperately waiting for. Now, obviously, the last time we saw Chris Evans was in Deadpool Wolverine as Human Torch. Huge reception, huge fan reception. People loved seeing him back and returning to this, well, I guess iconic character from the original Fantastic Four films. But it was really exciting seeing him return to the MCU just for a short while in this role. But does it make me concerned? Well, I've done a video before why I think the multiverse is sort of the way to go for Marvel for a little bit more. I mean, it's due to stop after Avengers Secret Wars. I guess, you know, the multiverses get fixed and everything. But also it's a way to introduce the X-Men and explore other multiverses like in Fantastic Four. Again, that's coming out next year. Am I excited for that? I'm not 100%. But obviously this is all coming off the back of Robert Downey Jr. Very controversial announcement. He was returning. I didn't know how to feel about it. How did you feel about it? I still don't really know how to feel about it. But the Russo brothers are behind it. Marvel does have good writers. I think it could be executed really well. And I think it's a clever move, to be honest, because you're going to get butts and seats. Not just because Robert Downey Jr. is coming back, but now Chris Evans, the OG Captain America, whoever he's playing, as long as it's in the MCU, it's very exciting. Like, people are going to go to the cinema in their droves to watch these two Avengers films. And, you know, Marvel are trying to reignite that experience we all had watching Infinity War and waiting a whole year for the conclusion in Avengers Endgame, which for me was a little bit disappointing. Obviously, we saw Chris Evans as old Captain America. He could just be coming back as that. Or maybe they could play on, you know, when he had to travel through to different planets and everything, returning the Infinity Stones. Maybe there's some sort of convergence there, like where that Captain America somehow lands on Battleworld. I don't know. But again, we don't know who he's playing. Doomsday, you know, it's very controversial, this film, because again, Robert Downey Jr. is playing the third technically live action version of Doctor Doom. I think it's interesting. I do think it's an interesting approach, but it hasn't got me like and everything. And obviously there's been other rumours, and if you don't want to hear these rumours because they could be potential spoilers, maybe just turn off. But you know, it's being rumored that Josh Brolin is returning as Thanos in these 2 films. So, I mean, the multiverse is just huge, and I think they're going to do really well. I think especially Secret Wars. I'm excited. I am excited. I'm very happy Marvel are opening their arms back to Chris Evans. I think it took some convincing, but maybe his experience on Deadpool Wolverine kind of made him go, yeah. And also, Chris Evans hasn't been doing many, you know, groundbreaking roles, really. Like, he did that Red One Christmas film recently, and he does a lot of car adverts. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how he comes back into the MCU, if that is as his original Captain America, Steve Rogers, or is it a completely different character? I mean, I think it'll be a variant of Captain America. I think that's what's going to happen. I think you could have Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, this Captain America as like the Hydra Captain America, and then Scarlet Witch could be a bad guy. Sorry, not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow. That's who I was supposed to say earlier, by the way, if I got that wrong, Black Widow. But yeah, very interesting news. But what do you think of this news, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited? Are you not excited? Just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like the video. It really helps me out. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.